Hello guys, Genki here, and we're talking about Sprigatito, which is sprig, like a small sprig of a plant. Like in certain salads you'll have a sprig of mint or sprig of parsley, and gatito is like kitten in Spanish. And before we get into the full video itself, I want to advise you to go follow these wonderful artists that have provided work within this video. So, while we're talking here about Sprigatito itself, I will say that this thing has so many potential evolutions, it's not even funny. I'm only covering 5 different options, but Sprigatito 9 actually has a multitude of different options depending upon if the Spanish and Portuguese empires come into effect, because we could have jaguars, panthers, different mythical cat creatures from South America and Central America. We could even have Puss in Boots, for heaven's sake. So there's a lot of different diverse options, and I'm covering 5 of them today. I will say with Sprigatito's pinkish red eyes, it's kind of implying possibly fairy. Also, this kitten over here is my father's kitten, Salem. And right here I have a little sprig of a plant and Sprigatito. And I am gonna also be covering Quixote and Quaxley as well in the future. The first evolution option we'll be covering will be the Iberian Lynx line of thought. And this particular piece of art, I believe, is by Finchwings on Twitter. So for the Iberian Lynx, I thought about this in multiple different ways because it is an endangered species. Its population has been affected by a lot of different things that have occurred within the Iberian Peninsula ecosystem and environment, from loss of prey to loss of habitat to ecosystem being changed because of different invasive species. But it's very fitting of the mode of a grass starter. In recent years, Iberian lynxes have been spotted near certain city areas. So yeah, I just realized I need to kind of fix the scaling of this because the picture is much smaller than what I thought. So give me one moment. Okay, there we go. Oh, and we're gonna go back a moment. Totally prepared for this video, by the way. I have a whole word pad of information. So Iberian lynxes have been known to hunt a multitude of different animals, ranging from small deer, rabbits, pheasants, partridges, rats, small mammals, other small fowl. And they have 2 major populations as of a 2014 census showing 327 individuals in a stronghold for the species in Andalusia. And in the summer 2014, around 50 lynxes had been introduced to the life Iberians reintroduction areas like Sierra Morena and Montes de Toledo in Castilla-La Mancha, Spain, and the Machada Valley in Extremadura, Spain, and in the Guadina Valley in Portugal. So this reintroduction process is designed to stabilize the population because of humans, because of rapid expansion of different cities kind of push the species out a little bit, causing the population to dip. And now we're moving on to the Eurasian cave lion. It went extinct approximately 13,000 years ago. Why are we talking about this? Why is this even an option? This is solely an option because Pokemon Company love to make rest Pokemon that are based off of stuff that are no longer here, or are very close to being extinct, and the Eurasian Lion is definitely extinct. But this Eurasian Lion art is by Booga, or Booga from Twitter. Most of the artists I found are Twitter artists, so bear that in mind. I wanted to make an easy way for people to follow these individuals who are talented and have created art. And the Eurasian Lion is Panthera spelia, and is a species of Panthera. Bone fragments have been found throughout the entirety of Europe. The oldest known remains were found in Yakutia, which is in Russia, and were radiocarbon dated to 62,400 years ago. And this particular animal, as it says here, went extinct 13,000 years ago, and remains have been found in Spain. And it was believed that the Eurasian cave lion was a solitary hunter and did not have a pride and didn't hunt in groups. So we take that into consideration. And the next thing I want to talk about is going to be a species that I really like, which is the Barbarian Lion. And this one is very interesting. Apparently it went extinct in 1920, but last true sighting in the wild is 1956. It fits all of the little check marks for a starter. There is a population, it's a royal collection of Barbarian lions from the royalty of Morocco. And you're looking at me like, why are we talking about Morocco? It's not part of the Iberian Peninsula. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Sultans from Morocco have been trade partners with Spain during the early 1900s and in the 1800s as well. I believe oranges were even traded between the two, and the fact that Barbarian lions are in zoos in Asia, but their population is a very small one. That's why they're considered extinct, because they're only found in zoos. So there's a lot of information about the species because we have had time to actually study it while it was going extinct, basically. So the original claim is it went extinct in 1920 due to French hunters. Yes, the Colossians got them. There are, however, different reports found in Algeria, and then there is the King of Morocco's collection. In a whole population study, even living putative Barbarian lions have been shown to be members of the northern species of lion, although the sample sizes are so small that clear indications are difficult. There was some morphological studies done suggesting Barbarian lions have a deeper, bulkier body build, shorter legs, and different hip structure. And some of these features do compare with lions located in India, or the Asiatic lions. Even how there is belly flop and a specific cranial structure. And Barbarian lions have yellow eyes, or yellow color eyes, a somewhat less easy to assess mane. Mane size is complicated as it can be affected by colder climates. So basically, what some of this morphological study references is that the animal could live in colder, temperate mountain habitats. And only a small number of the animal remain in the 20th century in India, way to the east, in small pockets of West Africa as well. And there is one last stronghold for lions in general in for the southern species in southern Africa. So that collection, the King of Morocco's royal collection, includes 90 individuals. So some of them are in the modern zoo in Reboot. I believe some are on loan in other zoos throughout Europe and I think America and Asia as well. But the zoo in Rabat coordinates things to ensure that they only breed with members of the Royal Lion group, which is Northern Lions, so the bloodlines are maintained and not crossed with other zoo lions. And the Royal Lions are even kept separately from captive Asiatic lions, which are also a part of the Northern Lion group, from the dry forests and mountains of India. So, yeah, the Barbarian Lion is very interesting. So, I'm going to get on to a little bit of additional information about it. I'm going to talk about why there is not a huge population and why it went extinct, or what we believe is extinct. The last sightseeing the team, the research group I've read the journal of, was able to uncover was 1956 in a flooded area of Algeria when several people on a bus saw a lion just north of the town of the Satif. And this artist by ChangoATX. So what is really believed in this situation is that they went extinct during a war between, I think, Algeria, West Africa, and the French, when the French invaded. So we're moving on to the final part. Popular internet theory, Don Quixote story for the starters. So the princess or the dancer or the female love interest is what this is based off of. So many people have talked about the same thing over and over and over and over that I'm finally talking about it. Because of the whole waifu, bara, edgy scheme that Pokemon goes through each and every generation. So, we'll dive right into this. Everyone has at least a general idea of the Don Quixote story. So, Don Quixote was an explorer, and in the stories, there's princess, there's also a dragon, windmills are shown. Because there are windmills in this new region, everyone's claiming Fuecoco is a dragon, and Sprigatito is the princess, and Quaxley is Don Quixote. So, I'm gonna read a little bit of information about Don Quixote to you. So, Don Quixote pines for Dulcinea, intimidating Cardenio. Quixote sends Sancho to deliver a letter to Dulce. Sancho finds Barbara and Priest. I'm trying to skim through information because I gathered a lot for it. Trying to find all of the references to the woman Dorothy, whom they discovered in the forest that has been deceived by Don Fernando with the promise of love and marriage. She pretends that she is the princess, Mikomina, and coming from Genki, desperate to get help from Don Quixote. So we have a little bit of bait and switch, a little bit of a ploy here with her character. You even have reference to Morocco because of Cardenio and Lucinda. And Lucinda is a captive from the Moorish lands, aka Morocco. So you have a lot of things going in the story, but to get down to the nitty gritty of it, everyone is just believing windmill, Neko, Small burb. Apple. Okay, fried cocoa is a chili or a chocolate bean pod. I don't know. We'll talk about those other two later. So, overall, I'm gonna get into my thought process. If they choose to go with an extinct animal, they have options. If they choose to go off of this fairy tale story theme, they have this option. They also have the Puss in Boots option, but I don't know if I want to see Coco as Shrek and Quaxley as Donkey, or vice versa. I don't think I want that. I think thematically, I want Sprigatito to stay a quadruped, because it's been a long time since we've had something that stayed on 4 legs. Come on, people. Stay on 4 legs. Please. But type-wise, I believe it's gonna either be Grass Fairy, Grass Psychic, or Grass Steel. They do also have the option of going Grass Ghost or Grass Dark to do a little bit of a aura of deception or an aura of, oh, this is endangered or going endangered, so it uses stealth to protect itself. But yeah, I had a lot of fun researching this. I actually read a lot of different material about Barbarian Lion, about Iberian Lynx. The Don Quixote stuff was all really a stretch because I'm not entirely sure if I believe this thought process or not. I included it because it does have a possibility, but none of the leaking community has confirmed or denied it. Therefore, to me, I don't think there's enough credibility to deem that it is true or not. But yeah, that's it for the Sprigatito video. Be on the lookout for, I guess, Coco is next. I have to start researching that little pepper apple chocolate dragon thing. Yeah, I got a Coco research. And I have to do Quaxley research and some other research for the region in and of itself. So, yeah, thank you for watching the video. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.